Christian Peterson. I lost around 115 pounds, or about 52 kilos. The things about the Gabriel method that really spoke to me and then really sort of made me realize it would work was just the way it really emphasizes working with your body.
My name's Sarah Howard, and I've lost in total since May of 2008 70 kilos now. Being on the Gabriel method was exactly what was right for me. That worked. It helped me to discover what my issues were and to work through them.
My name's Tracy, and to this date I've lost 95 kilos, or approximately 210 pounds. With the Gabriel method, I stopped focusing on dieting. I started focusing on what was causing my weight. So I realised that nutritionally, I was nutritionally starved, but also I had a problem with emotional obesity, and therefore I sought out ways of treating those. So it was really an education and giving me a pathway to follow that helped me on my journey and has helped me in a great way, and I'm still following that and learning.
My name is Christine Kennedy, and I've lost approximately 50 kilos, which is about 110 pounds, I believe. I just knew that John had something real, and this wasn't just a fad or another thing that wasn't going to work for me. It sounded like this guy knew what he was talking about, and he'd been there and he'd done this.
I'm Joe, and I'm not sure how much weight I've lost. Some people tell me it's 150 pounds. That's probably in the range. John Gabriel he's connected to, and he is a vessel for that healing energy. Connect to him.
My name is Celeste, and I lost 20 pounds using the Gabriel method. I used his visualizations from the very beginning, and that was the key that really helped me to make the shift internally, really.
Yeah, you look incredible. So how much weight have you lost?
47 kilos now. My name is Myles Anthony Sheba. What John teaches really does take care of that full picture, and he doesn't leave you out in the dark. It doesn't just suggest how to just do this, it actually takes you through the process of learning and giving you the tools to be able to do those things. So it's a full thing. It gives you everything that you need to be able to go the whole way.
My name's Dave. I've lost over 80 kilos, or 176 pounds. From the very first chapter, things started to change in my mind, physically, mentally. Every aspect of my life changed when I started reading the Gabriel method.
Okay, I'm Annabelle. I've now lost about 30 pounds. I knew instinctively that this was the answer after I'd tried every single diet on the planet. But I'm totally fulfilled, I'm contented, I just feel fantastic, it's amazing.
My name is Ariana, and I've lost over 100 pounds since my highest.
When I discovered Gabriel method in June of last year, I was driving to a class, and it's like every part of me just lit up and said, yes. It was so exciting to finally find something that just resonated with all of me, that I could actually incorporate into my life.
My name's Ann Hines, and I have lost 44 pounds since I've been on the Gabriel method. I went from a size 16 woman size American to a size 8. When I discovered the Gabriel method, I was listening to some podcasts, and all of a sudden I've heard his name like 3 or 4 times, and I thought, I really need to look this guy up. And so when I read his book, that was the first exposure I had of him. It just really resonated with me, what he talked about, because he was the first person to, not just talk about the mind-body connection, but also he kind of broke down all the triggers, and he talked about what triggered you for putting on the weight, and also talked about that your weight wasn't your enemy, your fat wasn't your enemy, your fat was there for a reason, and once you figured out what that reason was, it would release itself, and you would lose it easily.
Hi, my name is Ginger Sahlberg, and I've lost 140 pounds with the help of the Gabriel method. It was easy from day one and fun. I have a blog, and that made it a lot of fun. And everything I did was fun. I was always having fun. I never pushed myself on anything. Honest to God, I'm not kidding you. You no longer crave sugar. You no longer crave things that are bad for you. You actually start craving vegetables, believe it or not. And healthy foods.
John Liano. So far, I've lost a little bit over 80 pounds. For me, the Gabriel method was such a complete and holistic approach to weight loss and weight management. And not even weight management, but life management.
I'm Sharon Henry, and I've lost 100 pounds from my highest weight, and 80 of that was with the Gabriel method. The things that are a part of the Gabriel method automatically address your physical health. So without me even trying to be healthier, I became healthier. Then I became a person who moves.
My name is Marisol Rocha. I'm 38 years old, and I've lost 70 pounds or 32 kilos. You know, you want something, you have it, and you don't even feel guilty about it, don't even give it a second thought. I really started to get to that magic place where my body just stopped asking for the things it wasn't supposed to have, and it wanted more and more of the nutrient-filled foods that I was giving it.
My name's Eric Mickelson. I'm 44 years old, and I've lost 165 pounds or 74 kilos. One day I was driving home from work, and I was literally driving up the canyon looking for trucks to run my truck into and send some poor trucker's insurance rate sky high. You know, it was, and I had turned on the radio. I heard this guy, John Gabriel, and you know, I was like, what the heck, you know, I'll listen to him. And he started talking about weight loss, and he instantly started resonating with me and the things that he was saying. So if I was to compare my life now to the way it was, you know, 2 years ago, I would say, you know, when I kind of picked up on the Gabriel method, it's an absolute 180.
I've lost 105 pounds in about a year, and now I'm ecstatic. I feel like I'm 20 years younger. One of the first things I did was I discovered John Gabriel online and his book, The Gabriel Method. I bought the audio version so I could listen to it. And when he said to visualize what you want to be, that was the most important part that I learned from John.
I'm Tiffany Nightingale. I'm 33 years old. I'm the sole parent of 5 children, and through the Gabriel method I have lost 40 kilos or 88 pounds. I came across John Gabriel, and I knew as soon as I saw his photos and read his story that I had finally found a kindred spirit who knew what I knew from the inside out, but also had a few of the missing links that I hadn't figured out.